Okay, this video is going to look at another homework problem from chapter 8, PR8-5. I've taken the information from Connect and put it into Excel so we can solve it there. It says Deluxe Burgers operates 4 restaurants in Washington, D.C. area. Use the following data to calculate ROI using the DuPont method to compare performance for the 4 restaurants. Okay, so I've entered in, this is something I've added, that I entered in some relevant formulas that can be useful for us because the DuPont method deconstructs ROI into these 2 components. I've entered in these 2 components, these two performance measures for us to calculate first, and then that will flow in when we multiply them by one another, will flow into what ROI is. So the first one they want us to do is a Congress Heights. To calculate ROI, we're going to first calculate return on sales and then asset turnover, and then we'll multiply them by one another. So we'll set this equal to return on sales is going to be our profit divided by sales. Say income is another term for profit in this particular context here. And we'll divide that by our sales that they give us, which are right here. Then we'll multiply that by our sales again. So here's our sales divided by our average total assets, but we're not given average, so we'll just use total assets in this particular instance. And then this should give us our total amount that we have here for our ROI because we're multiplying by one another. You can see how sales will sort of cancel one another when you cross multiply. And so profit divided by the assets or income divided by the assets is our ROI. So that's how we would do that using the DuPont method. Okay, to make this simple, because they're asking us to do this for every single one of these specific locations, we've got let's see, this one, next one's DuPont Circle, the next one's Foggy Bottom, the next one's Georgetown, and they're all located in the exact same information once we have it in Excel. What I'm going to do is copy and paste this. Now, I can't go down. If you notice, if I copy and paste down, it's going to think that I wanted to move down. So instead, what I'm going to do is copy and paste the other way. So I'm going to go this way. And this has then pulled the numbers over. It knows I want to move to the next column, and then here I want to move to the next column, etc. So it's calculated all those. But now my answers are out of order. So I could do this a couple different ways, but I want to show you a tool that's useful in Excel. So I'm going to copy this over here. I'm going to move over to the cell next to it, and I'll paste this over here in just a second. But I'm going to right click and push paste special, and I'm going to go to paste special here. And then I'm going to paste over the values and I'm going to transpose them. If I use the values, this will remove the formula, so I don't have any issues there. And by transposing, what I'm doing is taking it from a horizontal direction and making it vertical in this particular instance. But if I transpose when it was vertical, it will make it horizontal. So I do that, and that gives me this information here. I'm going to cut this and paste this here. I'm going to remove all of this. And then I'm going to convert all of this to a percentage form, moving it out. And now I have all my answers here that I want. Okay, the last thing that it asked me to do is it says which location had the best performance based on ROI. Well, if we look, just the higher the better in this case, all things equal. And so in this case, it's going to be the 4th one or Georgetown. So my answer in this case is Georgetown. That's it. That's this problem. So I'm going to stop sharing and stop the video.